Hey, what is up everyone? The Bearded Gen here with XBLA fans, bringing you a quick taste of Neon Chrome, a game developed and published by 10 Tons. This game is a top-down cyberpunk twin-stick shooter. It's got roguelike elements. The environments are procedurally generated and destructible. There's a bunch of different boss fights, cybernetic enhancements, character classes, all sorts of cool stuff. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. There is single-player co-op, and then your basic settings at the beginning. There is local co-op on this as well. So this first area is the main hub. The system status screens just kind of so you get an idea how many items you've unlocked. If any of you have played Binding of Isaac, it's very similar to that. System hacks tells you what level the Overseer is on, which is the final boss that you fight. I actually haven't gotten to him yet. So over here are all your upgrades. These all carry through. There is permadeath in this, but as long as your upgrades that you buy here will carry through for you. Up here you can look at your achievements up at the top, see what you've unlocked. There's weapons. You don't have, everything's randomized that you start with, but you can actually pay for one for a certain run. So you can buy your weapon, you can buy one ability for a certain run, and you can buy one enhancement for a certain run as well. So you don't have to go in completely blind if you want to spend some of the hard-earned money that you get throughout the game. So we'll go ahead and jump in it. To get it started, you just, sit down in this immersion chair, and then it'll do this little screen where you choose one of 3 of the random class setups it'll give you. So like the assassin there, psycho, and it tells you what their stats are, what weapon they start out with, what ability they start out with. So you get a little bit of choice there, and then when you pick it, you spawn in this room, which you can see how many times you've died. As you can see, there's a lot of these rooms. You're going to be dying a lot in this game. That's pretty much what these types of games are built on. You learn by deaths. I mean, once again, if any of you played Binding of Isaac, Rogue Legacy, it's just a little bit of progression at a time. So there's floor setups. It goes all the way up to 6. Every time you beat a floor, you can actually start the next floor. So I beat floor 1 already. So now I can start at floor 2. Once I beat floor 2, then I'll be able to start at floor 3. Or you can go back. It is a twin-stick shooter. The controls are actually super fluid, really handy to use. I didn't have any issues with it. There's a lot of different enemy types. I definitely haven't run across all of them yet. There's also a bunch of different weapon types. That's a booster right there that I just picked up. So anything that gets caught in there, I'll actually heal from it, and it damages them while it heals me, which is very nice because their health is few and far between that you get in here. If you're lucky, you're going to find a med bot, and it'll heal you for a good chunk. Otherwise, occasionally you might get a med kit, but it really doesn't happen that much. The weapon types that I've found so far are like assault rifle, shotguns. There's a burst rifle, there's a railgun, there's like a heavy rifle, which is kind of like a sniper rifle, and then there's a ton more that I haven't even unlocked yet. I think there's like over 20 weapons. You can damage the environment, so you can break through all these walls. You can constantly see how much damage you're actually doing on screen. The ability I just used there is actually a grenade, but there's different ones of those you can have too. Like I have the grenade. You can also get a mine, you can get a rocket launcher, and that's kind of a random thing too, unless you pay for it, which I like the randomness of it all. So every run just feels so much different, and like I said, a little bit of progress goes a long way in these types of games. Definitely don't get a setback if you die, because it'll happen a lot. You can destroy all these walls, barrels. Anytime you see a barrel in this game, I definitely recommend you shoot it, because yeah, you want to make the game as easy for you as possible, and killing enemies with barrels does that really well. So right there is like a upgrade thing that you can find. See here it says 12 out of 14 in chapter 2. Once you find when I find all 14 of those, it actually will give me new options for stuff. I can get money from them, or I can get a permanent upgrade, or I can get an enhancement, which is kind of cool. So after you find all of them, you still get a benefit. I still need to go back to chapter 1 actually and find all of those. I haven't done that yet. But to finish the levels, you go into the elevator, and it'll just go ahead and take you to the next level. There's green elevators and purple elevators, and the purple ones will take you to special spots. But anyways, guys, my name's the Bearded Gent. This is the XBLA fans page. This game is Neon Chrome.